As we move to the culmination of our generosity and 10 emphasis, we have heard powerful stories, generosity moments shared by our siblings in Christ. Today we hear from Todd Gunvalson.
Morning. And like the last few weeks before me, I want to talk about generosity and its impact on my life as well as on Midge's. Quick show of hands. Who has heard the phrase, "It's better to give than receive"? I think probably most of us. And I think we probably all agree with that sentiment, right? Yeah, we all have given gifts to various people. Birthdays, weddings, birth of a child, graduations, whatever. That list is probably endless. And I'm sure, thinking back on that whenever we've delivered someone a gift, that's made us feel good. We've liked that, and we've enjoyed that. But think about it. We've all received stuff from somebody else. Some big stuff, some small stuff, for many of the same kind of reasons. Some were unexpected, but most were probably not unexpected. And I would dare say that we all were happy to receive them. Think about the unexpected gifts that you got. What kind of emotions did you feel when you got that unexpected gift? Just think about that. I'm going to come back to that. But we don't say it's better to receive than give, do we? No, we don't. There was a point in our lives when it was absolutely better to receive than give. We anxiously awaited this gift, hoping and praying that it would come and come quickly. After about 3 years, that gift eventually came. I know there's probably a lot of you that know or have guessed by now what I'm talking about. What was that gift? It was a healthy kidney for Midge. October 7th, 2013. After I knew that the operation was a success, I started making phone calls. As I remember, the third or fourth phone call I made was to Pastor Eric to give him the good news. During that conversation with Pastor Eric, he asked me if there's anything that he could do. That's when I was struck with the guilt. I told Pastor Eric that someone had to die to make this possible. And we needed to pray for that family, the grieving family. Excuse me. We had no clue who that was. Some family, unknown to us at the time, made a gift of their loved ones so that many other people might live, truly the gift of life. We were on the receiving end of that gift, the most generous gift imaginable. Guilt. That's very common in these circumstances. All sorts of thoughts run through your head. Oh, I didn't deserve this. We didn't deserve this. Why did someone have to die? How can I repay this? One of the ways suggested to deal with this guilt was to write a letter to the donor family. Donors and recipients remain anonymous unless they are willing to share their identity. Midge penned a letter that was delivered to the donor's family. It was still late 2013. To our great surprise, we received a Christmas card within a couple of weeks. The donor's husband included a beautiful note with lots of information about his wife, their life, their family, and their life together. The opening of this letter was a thank you. Wow. He lost his wife, and he was saying, "Thanks for sending a letter." Excuse me. We thought, how can we repay this gift? The gift meant no more dialysis, no more supplies that took up a room at our house. No more waiting for the call from MUSC, because on the fourth try, we got a good kidney. How can we repay that gift? What do we do now? After a lot of thought and prayer, the answer was simple. We didn't have to repay the generosity shown to us, but we can and should pay it forward. Hopefully, we've been doing that. Each and every one of us has been on the receiving end of someone else's generosity, especially God's generosity. How are we going to respond?